Macmillan Audio presents The Double X Economy by Linda Scott. Narrated for you by Kitty Hendrix and featuring Linda Scott. The truth will set you free, but first, it will piss you off. Gloria Steinem. 1. The Double X Economy. As the car whirled through the unlit streets of Accra, my heart pounded. The driver explained the scenes moving past us, his voice full of rage and sorrow. Hundreds of homeless adolescent girls moved like shadows in the night. Some were half-naked, bathing in buckets because they had nowhere private to go. Others slept in piles. They run from the villages, the driver said. Their parents want to sell them to a man they don't know, to be a wife who must work like an animal by day and submit sexually by night. They run to the city, believing they can escape. Many had pregnant bellies or were holding infants. Rape was a fact of daily life in the villages, he said. But these streets were no safer. We have a generation growing up from birth on the street, the driver said in anguish. They will never know a family or a community. How will they learn right from wrong? What will happen to Ghana when these children become adults? Many girls worked in the markets carrying shoppers' purchases in baskets they balanced atop their heads. But some fell into prostitution. Still others became trapped in a nightmare of ancient stature, the slave trade that still emanates from West Africa and feeds the vast crime rings of the world. In my hotel lobby, I felt as if I had stepped back from another dimension. I have been doing field work among the world's poor for a long time, but I have never observed anything that disturbed me more than what I saw on my first night in Ghana. I had arrived that afternoon to start a promising project. My team from Oxford would test an intervention to help rural girls stay in school rather than drop out. It was a simple thing, providing free sanitary pads, but definitely worth a try. Retaining girls through secondary school was already known to be a powerful economic boost for poor nations. Educated females add up to the quality of the labor supply as well as its size, which stimulates growth. But girls who complete their education also have their first child later, and so have fewer children, which slows the overwhelming rate of population expansion. Educated women also raise their own children differently, insisting they finish school, eat well, and are given adequate health care. These mothers act as a brake on the pernicious cycle of poverty that grips Africa. But that evening, I met someone who showed me what happened when the forces pulling girls out of school also made them run away. These girls in desperate flight produced a downward spiral that radiated danger and suffering for generations in the entire region. That destructive force, I knew, rolled across the world, carrying violence and instability to other countries. Because human trafficking is one of international crime's most profitable activities. My experience that night forever changed the way I thought about my work, and it gave me a sense of urgency that I have never lost. The unlikely truth that equal economic treatment for women would put a stop to some of the world's costliest evils while building prosperity for everyone is at the core of this book's argument. In these pages, I will tell more stories like this one from the shadows of Accra. I will draw on personal experiences from the villages of Africa to the slums of Asia, as well as the boardrooms of London and the universities of the United States. Throughout, I will show how the same
Sample complete. Ready to continue?